Hey guys, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you for stopping by and checking out this video today. So we're looking at the Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Future State Superman, better known as Gladiator Superman. This is a very different take on Superman. He's not the traditional red, blue, and yellow attire. He's got a gladiator outfit. He's got a really cool symbol. Kind of harkens back to the Kingdom Come Superman with that simple red and black design. He's got a shield, battle axe. He's looking like he's been through some stuff. So yeah, let's take a little bit of a closer look on the spin here. Now, this battle axe, very reminiscent of something that a He-Man character would have. It's got some really sharp points here from hard plastic, and they will pinch you, so be careful with that. He's got a nice tattered cape. He's got some chains wrapped around his chest. He got some bracers on his boots, his wrists as well. It's a really different take on Superman. Now, one thing I really like is that head sculpt. That head sculpt looks fantastic. He's got a bit of weathering on the side of his head. He's got some white. He's got some 5 o'clock shadow. Very intense looking Superman. And like I said, this logo looks fantastic. If we could see this on a traditional Kingdom Come looking Superman, that would be great. I've seen some customizers take that and run with it and make a really nice looking figure. The skin tone looks pretty darn good. It's not too washed out, not too dark. Now there is one thing. You see how I have his shield attached to his wrist? I could not get this through here. It is just either side. Just would not go in too well. These bracers on his wrist do impede that. So alternatively, if you put it through like that, it still looks good. It still holds on quite well. So that's just one thing to kind of be mindful about, guys. Now, getting this weapon into his hand, it was pretty hard. This plastic is not the most pliable, so I did have to warm it up a little bit. I don't want to break anything on the figure, but it looks really good in there. And yeah, like you got the chains. He's got almost like a, I don't know, certain DC figures, multiverse figures, they have a really thick build. He has feels like a slender build, but he's still a solid figure. Don't get me wrong, he looks fantastic. He has some really good musculature as well. And yeah, so he comes with his traditional hockey display stand, train card, shield, battle axe, and that's about it. But for articulation, his neck does move up about that much, so it's not a terrible amount of articulation there. Does have the ball joints in the shoulders with a bit of the butterfly hinge right there. Double jointed elbows, ball joint in the wrist. For his waist articulation, not much. This harness here, the chains, they do kind of impede it, but he does have some waist articulation as well. It's pretty tight. Ball joints he's got right in the hips, double jointed knees with a ratchet, ball joint in the ankle, and toe articulation as well, which is super, super stiff. It's not like he's gonna break or anything. It's great that he's nice and tight. So, you know, you can get him some action photography. He's gonna hold his weapon, no problem. Now, it would have been nice if he did come with another open hand so you can double wield that axe, but not the end of the world. I really do like this Superman. I think it's such a unique take on him, and he looks just awesome. It's like almost like a Spartan Superman now that I've got him out of the package, kind of played around with him a bit. He looks really cool. Now I want to compare him against some other Superman figures that I have in my collection. This is one of my favorites. It's the Jim Lee version. You can tell these two like night and day difference. You can still tell that's a Superman figure even without all the traditional colors and stuff, but yeah, what a stark difference between these two. Really cool looking figure. And another one, this is probably my favorite representation of Henry Cavill as Superman. Really love this variant in the traditional colors. He did come in the silver and black, but I was fortunate enough to find this one at GameStop when these came out ages ago. And yeah, this one looks really good too. So they have produced quite a few Superman figures over the past couple years from the Mcfarlane line. I gotta say, Superman, he doesn't get as many figures as the Batman. There's tons of variations on the Batman figures. This one, definitely one of my standout figures for Superman. They've made tons of variations of him, and each one is uniquely different, and it's a great addition to my collection because I really like to collect Superman. He's one of my favorite superheroes from DC Comics, and I'm glad we got this figure. A really interesting take, very cool looking figure. If you see this figure, came out a little while ago, so he might be kind of out of stock. I haven't seen him too often here in town in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Seen him a couple times at sporadic GameStops, and that's about it. So if you see him, you want him, go for it. You're not going to be disappointed. Great figure to have the collection. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this Superman figure. Is he a worthy addition to your collection? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.